And we should be live. Here we are on the Circle of Arms channel. We finally made it. Finally made it. We're normally on the Defy Dubs channel, which is my personal channel. But it made sense to finally come over to here. So welcome all. Welcome my subscribers. Welcome the subscribers of Circle of Arms. If you're new here, this is what we do on a Monday night. Monday night around 7 p.m. Sometimes a bit earlier, sometimes a bit later, but normally we aim for 7 p.m. Regular time, yeah, 7 p.m. to 7:15. Monday Monday evenings. And then we just chill, hang out, chat about arm wrestling in the UK, arm wrestling in the world, bit of COA news, some announcements, updates if there's any, and all of the sorts. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the show. Um, good to be here, good to have you here, and let's get it, let's get it. So yeah, we'll be here every Monday from now on the Circle of Arms YouTube channel. The only reason that we won't be here, or I won't be here, is if I'm cooking up a storm with Ash, our videographer, One Studio. Shout out One Studio. That is the brilliant mind behind all of the amazing footage that comes through this channel. Me, Dubs, I'm the matchmaker, founder of Circle of Arms, and Nyasha, Ash, Eagle Eye Ash, he is the brilliant mind behind the actual footage. So big shout out to him there. Um, we hope you've been enjoying the content over the past year. We are just into season 2. If you've been keeping up with us on our Instagram, you would see where we are. Currently on YouTube, we're still in season 1. So we've just finished Severed Hands, which was our, what do they call it, penultimate event of season 1. Next, we'll be moving on to Winter's Gate, which was in February, down at the Double Barrel Brewery. Great turnout, great event, some absolute banging matches. We can't wait to get these matches out to you. Um, Obviously, there's been some hiatus from us in terms of content on YouTube. Um, Quick backstory on that, literally. So last year, Deadly Hands, last April, it was essentially a two and a half, 3-man team. It was myself and Ash, COA, and One Studio, with the help and guidance from Wisdom Culture, which is the improvement guy. You can find all of his profiles on Instagram and YouTube as well. So search up the improvement guy or Wisdom Culture. So yeah, this time last year, Deadly Hands, it was just basically a 2-man band at that point. And we've been growing, growing, growing. Deadly Hands last year see 24 matches with about 30 something competitors. And we had about 40, I think it was about 40 people actually attending the whole event. So humble beginnings this time last year. Then we moved up and up and up, traveling to Wales, traveling to all different clubs over the UK, and grew grew a lot, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful for. I appreciate everyone who's been following and supporting us this whole time. Really appreciate your continued support, and it's shown. It's really shown. Our last event, Deadly Hands 2, we see around about 50 odd competitors and about 70 people in attendance. So the growth has been shown and the matches keep coming. Um, Originally, we released one match per week. That was the original release schedule, one per week. Then we moved it to two per week, and it was going well. It was going well. Then we started adventuring out even further, started doing different training days. We went to Switzerland and facilitated a lot of new things, which we are getting on top of. We still do plan to release everything we've done, the training days, the trip to Switzerland, the tournament, the vlog, everything like that. The affiliate companies that we're associated with, Sumo Sam's. Shout out to Sumo Sam's who does our lovely team shirts and merchandise, um, and the straps and our straps. A big shout out to Sumo Sam's. So this past year has seen a lot of growth from Circle of Arms, and it got a lot. It got a lot. We couldn't do it. Simple as that. We couldn't keep up with the work and the demand that we had put upon ourselves. So, in light of that, we recruited more team members. Our team has grown from a humble two to three to four. Now we have five core members, plus an additional few ambassadors as well. So in this journey, we had to, fill in the blanks for the new team members. One Studio has now expanded, and we now have a new editor for the matches. So all of the matches, apart from the premium matches, which will be in the style of the three-way crossfire that you can find on this channel. I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, have seen that video. Those kind of videos will still be edited by Ash. Ash will still be the main editor for those style of videos. However, the rest of the videos, the compilation videos, the mega videos, will be edited by our new team member, who in fact is not an arm wrestler. He's doing very well picking up the rules, picking up people's names, but he is not associated with the scene of arm wrestling. So, as you can imagine, it takes a minute to fill in the blanks, which we believe, caught up to right now. So we are set to release the Winter's Gate footage over the next few weeks. And as soon as it flows out, we will not stop. We will not stop. So we've got two premium videos on the way. We have Hassan Al Hakim, the Kingsman, against one of the Welsh Warriors, Bobby Davies. Excellent match, absolute war, emotional, absolutely emotional. Match of the day, my personal match of the day, and many people's match of the day from Winter's Gate. That will be released first. Following that, we will have the lightweight videos, left and right. They'll be split up into two videos: the lightweight mega videos, the middleweight mega videos, and the heavyweight mega videos. So that is coming in soon. Jeremy Lovelace, Jez, good to have you, man. Good to have you here tonight. So premium video on the way next. That will be the first release of Winter's Gate. That will be Hassan and Bobby. We will have the lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight videos following. And we will also have another premium video, which will be Joey Finity versus Mindaugas Dumbra which, if you were not there, oh my, this was energy packed, thrilling. Wow. Very, very impressed by the juniors coming through. Um, we are happy to host many, if not all, of the juniors so far in the UK. Um, More and more keep popping up, so we're trying to keep up. But Joey is definitely leading the charge in that. Mindaugas Dumbra, you probably know as Inspector Gadget, always a good person to watch, a great character and a great person to follow in the sport. Very dedicated and very knowledgeable as well. He also has an arm wrestling channel, YouTube channel. Find him. You can search in Inspector Gadget Arm Wrestling, and you'll find a lot of his videos there. He actually recently posted some side pulls from Deadly Hands. So if you want to get the vibe of season two, if you want to get the vibe of Deadly Hands, head over to the Inspector Gadget YouTube channel. Just yeah, type in Inspector Gadget Arm Wrestling, and he'll be the first one that pops up. Good evening, Meliodas. Good evening, mate. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. So yeah, season two will be capping off. Season one will be capping off soon on YouTube. As I said, we are currently present moment. We're in season two, but YouTube, we're still in season one, capping off with Winter's Gate in the next month, and season two starting on YouTube shortly thereafter. Two main matches will be released from season two from Deadly Hands, and that will be our very own Dean the Leverage Carden versus Jimmy McGeechan from the Anchor Arm Wrestling. This was a rematch, and oh my, did it not disappoint! Oh wow. You can find their first match on this channel. They first faced each other at Gripfest 2. So go and find that to check out their first encounter. That match was ridiculous. Deadly Hands 2, even more ridiculous. I think it lasted just over half an hour, the uh the whole match. So that's definitely going to be released as a premium video. Also, we will have Oliver Scott, who I believe just joined us in the chat. Yes, mate. Good to have you here. Oliver Scott versus Jordan Champ on the right arm. Both of these are right arm matches. This was also an amazing match. 3-2 in the end. I won't say who to, but either one could have won, and they both came away as winners. I would say there was no losers in that match. Not the arm wrestlers, not the ref, not the people watching, and not the audience. That oh, fire, absolute fire. You can see how much it meant to both of them, and that will be released as a premium video. You can find, if you want to have a sneak peek and actually watch that video before it's released as a premium, you can head to our Patreon, COA Patreon, Circle of Arms UK, and you can subscribe, become a patron. So if you want a sneak peek, head over there, and that's where you can find it. If not, wait a little bit longer, a little bit longer. We will be releasing everything this from this week. And we do intend to release everything before the next event, which is Beast of the Beach, June 17th, which we've started to promote on our Instagram. You can find a few little bits of promotion on there. I'm just finishing off the match card. We have, I believe, 23 matches on there. And oh my, we got some fiery ones. We have some absolute fiery matches. Jason Hill versus Reese Aldridge. Elliot Eccles versus Jay Casey. We've got Dan Stone versus Arnold Riley. We've got the first ever, I believe the UK's first ever junior females match. We've got Ella Riley, sister of Arnold Riley, against Denise Candace, daughter of Karai Candace, the under 93 kilo champion. So that is set to be absolute fire. Both have great competitive spirits. So watch out for that one. Watch out for that one. The juniors and the women's class is getting stacked in the UK. It's great to see so many people popping up. Literally this year. This year has been ridiculous. I think both the women's and the juniors class has doubled this year, which is amazing to see. Amazing to see. And this segues me nicely onto the topic of the evening, which is PEDs in sports. With the rising juniors coming up into the sport and other sports as well, we've seen it in a lot of strength sports, powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding. The fitness industry is booming at the moment. And you can say unfortunately or fortunately, whether it's good or bad, I'll let you decide. Um, but for the juniors especially, PEDs is not what you should be thinking about. Bodybuilding, okay, we can see that to get to the top of bodybuilding, PEDs are, I'd say, unfortunately essential. Um, you look at Chris Bumstead, you look at Sean Clarida, you look at Big Ramy, people like this. They are freaks, absolute freaks. Impressive, very, very, very impressive. We cannot deny that. And obviously, they're all being looked after by their doctors and getting everything possible that that they can get done. Obviously, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, but fitness is. That's the side that we want to promote. We want to promote the fitness. We want to promote the health. We want to promote strength, gaining the skills, gaining the strength, the knowledge. But awareness is key in this. Is absolute key in this. I don't intend to touch them anytime soon. Um, I somewhat agree with some people doing it. Say if you get to your 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever age you are, when your natural hormones go down, then it's your choice. For me, I can see that. I can see that. But we've been shown that clearly you do not need it. You do not need it. I want to believe Kurdigali, Kurdigali on Ongobayev. He states he's natural. I want to believe him. I do believe him. His physique, his strength has stayed the same for forever, absolutely forever. And he's shown at the weekend what he can do, what he can do. And if you go to Shadara Armsport, Shadara.armsport on Instagram, I believe they have a YouTuber as well. This is a school, an arm wrestling school based in Kazakhstan. And whenever you train from that young, you can achieve so much, so much. As I stated earlier in the live, people like Joey Finity, I know he's been training since since he could walk. Um, he's been climbing ropes, doing little bits of weights, mainly body weight stuff. From the talks I've been having with him. Um, but he's clearly shown what is possible natural and what you can achieve if you commit to the training. So it's a big topic. It's a big topic in sports, big topic in arm wrestling. Obviously, you look at the top, the really peak of the sport, people like Levin, Devon, Vitali, Chafee, although Chafee could be a genetic freak. He looks like one of them guys. It's quite clear that there's a lot of usage. There's a lot of usage. And I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to say that it's good or bad. I'm just here to say awareness is key. Awareness is key, and we need to show, especially the youngers, that it can be done without any enhancements. I always take good advice and inspiration from the Slough Slammers Sylvan Kati. If any of you have had the pleasure of meeting Sylvan and gripped up with him, you have felt strength and skill like no other. Little bit of background on him if you're not aware of who he is. Um, his best result to date, he got, I think it was 1997 or 1998. He achieved second in the world in the, I think it was under 75s, I believe, or under 80s. Um, and has been an absolute machine forever. Powerlifting background, bodybuilding background, absolute beast, putting up ridiculous numbers, but absolutely natural, completely natural his whole life. Recently turned vegan in the last 5, 10 years, or vegetarian, and rarely even drinks coffee. He is one of the biggest role models, especially one of my biggest role models in the sport and just in life in general. He is top tier and absolute proof that natural is a way, a way you can get to the top if you commit and if you have the drive and the passion. To this day, he still has that drive in his eye. Has that passion, and to this day, I would put him in easy top five in the UK to this day, and he's about 900 years old. Easily top five, I'd say. Um, Tom Holland trains at Slough Slammers. He's famous for being the slammer. Probably one of, if not the most well-known puller from the UK. Pulled in WAL a few times and has traveled across the world. Sylvan still gives him some trouble. Um, Tom obviously is Tom, is Tom, the lean machine, but Sylvan still has the tricks and still has the skill. And this nicely segues me onto the secondary point. These 2 points are linked, the P.E.Ds and the strength versus skill. This was shown a lot in East versus West as well. I was talking to Sylvan about the East versus West and about the history of arm wrestling, the history of the East versus the West. And he stated that the East has always had the upper hand on the West, always. And he states that it's not the strength. It looks like strength. It looks like the East dominated the West through just utmost power and just brute force, but there's certain elements to just little technique, little bits of technique, little bits of skill, and it's the skill that outweighs the strength. You got to think about it. If you can manipulate a a leverage point, I always like to explain it like if you hold a dumbbell in the crook of your elbow versus in your wrist, it's going to be easier in the crook of your elbow. And if you exaggerate it more, if you hold a dumbbell in the crook of your elbow or hold it right in the edge of your fingertip, it's going to be a lot harder in your fingertip. So if you possess the skill necessary to put the force into the fingertips rather than the wrist or even into the arm, then you're gonna take that advantage. It's gonna look like you're stronger. It's gonna it's gonna look like you're stronger than the other person, but actually it's the manipulation, it's the use of the skill which gets you to that point. So it all links. It all links. Strength is not everything. Strength helps. Strength helps in the execution of movements, but the movements themselves, I'd say, is the most important thing. And that's what we need to focus on, especially as a community as well. I feel like a lot of other sports is very, saying like boxing, you have, your hook, jab, uppercut, you have different training drills, you have this and that. Like in arm wrestling, there's not too many drills, not too many training techniques that are shared, that are widely shared. You go to bodybuilding, you go to powerlifting, you go to all these different sports that have been studied and studied and studied, different techniques, methods, training styles. Arm wrestling's still very new in that aspect. And I feel like we are just rising out of the sort of toddler into young adult kind of phase as a collective. And I can see it. I can see it. We're going big places. The sport is changing every day, every week, every month. Um, and the East literally just proved it the other day that skill outweighs strength. Most times, 9 out of 10 times, I'd say skill outweighs strength. And it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see. Um, the sport is going massive places everywhere. Um, oh, there's no stopping. There's no stopping it. See, a few people jumped in the chat. What we got? Oliver Scott's eating his dinner, doing some work. He's getting bigger and bigger. Oliver recently did a 70-kilo bicep curl, which is ridiculous. This kid is 16 years old doing a 70-kilo bicep curl. If that doesn't prove that you don't need PEDs, I don't know what will. 16 and doing a 70 kilo bicep curl. And he just put there, yeah, I ain't doing PEDs. You don't need them. You don't need them. They help. Obviously, they help. Obviously, they help. And the research is getting better and better. It's getting cleaner and cleaner. This time, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it was very new, very experimental. Um, but today there is a lot more research, a lot more research. I'm not going to argue that it's good or bad. For some people it's good, for some people it's bad. Like many things, you can have too much of a good thing in a lot of situations. For some people it will be the best thing they've ever done. For some people, it'll be the worst thing they've ever done. As I said, awareness I feel is the key, and especially with the growth of the sport, and especially with the new emergence of so many juniors as well. I've seen too much online in the fitness industry at the moment of, 17, 18-year olds, even 19, 20, even 21, 22-year olds, I feel is too soon for PEDs, way too soon. Um, I feel like you need to reach your natural limit before even thinking about anything like that. But no, it's been proven again and again. You do not need it. Apparently, I am though. Kyle Crosby, that mustache tells me you are. Yeah, mate. Went for the old handlebars recently. The beard is gone. It'll be back. It'll be back. The beard will be back. But just going for a change. Going for a change. What time are you on? 7:30. This will be quite a short one tonight. I am uber busy at the moment, but I'll stay for a little bit. Anyone got any questions? Anyone want to jump in the chat, fire anything at me? Anything you want to know about COA, about me, about plans of upcoming events? We've got Beast of the Beach coming up June 17th, just less than 6 weeks away. The match card is pretty much full. We have a couple spaces left on the left. So if you're interested, get at me at the Circle of Arms Instagram or the coa.dubs Instagram. So there's a couple left arm matches remaining. Um, if not, there'll be space at the event after, which is Four Quarters, a collaborative event with Gripfest. So we've got big plans for Gripfest in collaboration with Dafford Lewis, Tim Massey, and Jerome Bloom. There'll be the emergence of the new Gripfest records. So if you want to get yourself on the leaderboard, get yourself down to Four Quarters. This will be based in the Banbury area, central South England. Um, Lots of good matches there. We've got Emilio Hang versus Omar Al Nouri. Omar being the silver medalist, Bulgarian silver medalist, and Emilio coming out the Slough Slammers mega. Trained with him yesterday, and he is feeling stupid strong. Um, but everyone's improving at the moment. Paul Jordan Champ last week, he felt mega. He's got a match at Beast of the Beach against Viswa Mavuri. Left arm, this will be Jordan's chance to claim the under 75 kg title. I want to stay unbiased, but I think Jordan's got it. Um, I think he's got it. Viswa's strong though, and I know that he'll be training very hard for the upcoming event. Right arm is more dominant, but so is Jordan's. They've got both arms. Very much looking forward to this event. Very much looking forward to it. Some great matches coming up. As I said, if you're interested in a match, interested in anything COA, give me a shout on the Circle of Arms Instagram, coa.dubs as well. That's my personal arm wrestling one. There'll be a lot of picks coming up there soon, doing a lot of traveling in the next, well, this whole year is packed of traveling for me. Be up and down the UK, hopefully going to Ireland, Scotland, Wales, up and down England, south, north, east, west, all over. Tomorrow, this is the first time making this announcement. So tomorrow, actually, I'll keep it a surprise. I'll keep it a surprise. Tomorrow I'm traveling. I'll keep it a surprise of where I'm going. Um, but watch out on the coa.dubs Instagram and the Defy Dubs YouTube. There'll be some updates. There'll be some updates. I've got a little super match planned where I'm traveling. There'll be a lot of fresh food, fresh air, sun, beach. I'll be experiencing a new culture. Some of you know where I'm going. Some of you know where I'm going. But I'll keep it a secret for now. You won't have to wait long. I'll release the news in the next couple days. But yeah, big things coming. Big things coming. Later in the year, plan to go back to Switzerland. There'll be a big Swiss meetup. Big training day in July, looking at mid-July. I think it's the 12th off the top of my head. July 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th, sort of that sort of time. So if you're interested in coming over to Switzerland to experience the Swiss and a couple German teams, there'll be a big meetup around that time. Again, shout me or Bruno. Bruno is our Swiss representative for COA. Big shout out to Bruno. He helped out a lot in the Winter's Gate event, actually, did a lot of down reffing. So a big shout out to Bruno for that. Yeah, lots of traveling this year, lots of meeting new clubs. I'll be up in Coventry in late June, early July. Coventry, Birmingham. I'll be over at the Bulks gym, the Bulks arm wrestling gym. That will be around about the same time, actually, late June, early July. Um, Mid July, be in Switzerland. August, plan to be north. I'll be in Liverpool, Manchester. Should be in Scotland as well. And then September, I'll be down south, be down at the Colonel Arm Wrestlers. So if you're in any of those places or near any of those places, let me know. We'll get a good load of teams gathered up together and get a mega practice going. All about those mega practices this year. Want to get as many arm wrestlers together as possible, share the sport, spread the knowledge, keep it going. I'm going to be taking my table out into my town a lot this year. If I can get the resources right, I'll be traveling with the table, setting it up in different towns all over the place. Be doing a lot of collabs with the old Dafford Lewis, the King. I know he's almost ready for the Raw tour. Big shout out to Dafford Lewis and the Raw Arm Wrestling team. Raw tour is coming to a home near you. Definitely doing a lot of collabs with him. Would love to get just like an arm wrestling bus. That would be absolutely amazing. Imagine that. Imagine an arm wrestling bus. Just a couple tables, arm wrestlers, we have a kitchen in there. Oh, that's the dream. That's the dream. So yeah, for the new people that joined, I'll be down south, up north, I'll be in the middle. So I'll be down at Cornwall, I'll be up in Liverpool, I'll be in Coventry, um, Bulks, which is near Broadstairs. I'll be doing traveling over the next month. Stay tuned to see where. So next month, May into June, a lot of traveling. Um, Updates on this channel and on the Instagram. Late June, early July, looking to be in Coventry and Birmingham. Uh, mid early July to mid July would be over in Broadstairs. Mid July, Switzerland. August to be up in Liverpool and Scotland. September be Cornwall, and looking to do an actual event in Switzerland as well. So again, if you're near any of those places or want to get to those places, let me know. We'll get a big group together and get those mega practices going. I know a lot of Swiss and German teams are interested in the big practice and are interested in coming over here for the pit tournament as well. So we've got a lot of good events and a lot of good clubs coming together this year. Let's keep going. Let's keep spreading the sport, spreading the knowledge, awareness, and see how far we can take it. See how far we can take it, literally. Um, it's just an amazing thing to see how much expansion we've had this year, COA and just the sport in general. The emergence of East versus West. Engin's absolutely killing it. King of the Table, big help from Larry Wills with his big following. Arm Wars through the roof. Arm Gods doing their thing as well. They'll be over in Canada in September. A lot of great matches there. I believe they've got a little stall or a little seminar type thing going on with a few matches. Is that this week? I believe that's this week, this weekend. So if you're interested in that, go over to the Arm Gods Instagram. They're at the Fit Expo. Lots of great things happening all over the place. It's really great to see. Um, Events popping up all over the place. We got the sit downs this month. We've got Beast of the Beach next month. Arm Gods doing their thing as well. Um, yeah, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing to see the growth. See the growth. But yeah, as I said, I won't be on here for too much longer. Um, I'm getting messages from quite a few people, so probably gonna wrap it up soon. Just a quick one tonight. So this will be where I am on a Monday evening. Used to be on the Defy Dubs YouTube channel, which is my personal YouTube channel. Find all my training videos and all sorts of things that I do over there. That's Defy DPHI Dubs. You know how to spell that. Um, but from now on, the Dubs Live will be here on the Circle of Arms YouTube channel. Next Monday, uh, might be a little bit different, but there will be updates during the week. The traveling will affect it a little bit, but there will be uploads this week to let you guys know what's going on, what times things will be up, and everything like that. So yeah, keep up to date, subscribe, like, bell for notifications, you know the drill, all the YouTube stuff. And look out for the premium release this week. Hassan versus Bobby, Hassan Al Hakim versus Bobby Davies. Absolute, oh, emotional match. Emotional. This was probably, I have to do a vote on it. We'll do a vote on it. But probably the best match of the season. Whole of season one, I want to say that was the best match. We'll do a poll. When I come off here, I'll create a poll and we'll see what your guys' thoughts are. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back here next Monday. Lots of content as always. If you want to see more, head over to the Circle of Arms UK Patreon. Lots of updates coming through there. Premium content, exclusive stuff that you can't see anywhere else. And yeah, bring out the best, everyone. This is it. This is it. Momentum is here. Season 2. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right. Appreciate everyone. I will see you on the next one.